sa iyong time at pagpapaunlak sa interview na to. And once and for all, maliwanagan ng ating mga kababayan.
My pleasure, Ate Claire, for inviting me in this interview. And I really appreciate that with Attorney Glenn Chong. Thank you.
All right. Attorney Glenn, thank you ha sa pag-alalay mo dito kay John Lee dahil ngayon, hindi na lang tayong dalawa. At least may testigo na tayong bit-bit. Nasa korte tayo ngayon. Okay, go ahead.
ikaw yung mag-cross-examine ha.
Ako,
ikaw na nga pala mag-direct. Oo, ikaw magda-direct kasi si George Garcia magko-cross-examine. Anyway, I think thank you for this opportunity, mga kababayan. Maraming salamat po for supporting Ate Claire Maharlika, and thank you for sharing your time with us today. Ito po, kasama po namin si John Lee, and although si John Lee ang i-interviewin, minabuti kong magsalita muna because kailangan kong protektahan ang testigo ko. Ito, George, makinig ka ha. Sinugod na kita dyan. Hinamon na kitang bumaba ka, tarapin mo ako. Pinagsisigawan kita, ininsulto na kita, ayaw mo pa rin lumabas. Ito warning ko sa iyo, wag mong habulin si John Lee. Kasi ang purpose ng interview na to is only to tell the truth.
Yeah.
Ang sagot ni John Lee is limited only to the 4 squares of his report and supplemental affidavit. Yun ang payo ko sa kanya. Huwag niyong habulin. Kasi kung hahabulin niyo siya, ay ito maghahabulan talaga tayo, George. Tandaan mo yan.
Yes.
And then ito naman, mensahe ko, Ate Claire, mensahe ko lang para sa administrasyon dyan sa Butuan at magbinisaya ko ha para makasabot gyud mo.
Yep.
Nag-promise ko sa pamilya, sa asawa ni John Lee, sa iyang mama, na way mahitabo sa iya ha tungod ni ining interview. Ang ako lang, kamatuuran lang kung unsa man ang gisulat ni John Lee sa iyang report, sa iyang complaint o sa iyang supplemental affidavit, dito ra gid siya pwede. So ako ganing yun kang John Lee, ayaw lang panganli ang kontra, ang pikas. So kini ako ning gi-address sa administrasyon diha sa Butuan City. Kay kamo may nang hadlok, inyo man ning gihulga, gihadlok, gisunod-sunuran, nahadlok intaw ng pamilya ni John Lee. Now karon dili mo na ako kontra. Wa ko'y ambisyon nga kontrahon ta mo. Pero labtan gani ninyo si John Lee, magkontra kita. Di gyud mo na ako buhian, parihoon mo na ako Smartmatic. So bisan pag mayor ka, suklan ti ka. Kita ka George Garcia, nagisinggit-singgitan na ako sa atubangan sa iyang opisina mismo, wa gani nahimo, ikaw pa bang mayor lang. Suklan gyud ti ka. Basta mo na akong saad nimo. Ayaw paglabti si John Lee, iyang asawa, iyang pamilya, iyang nanay, iyang papa, o mga igsuon. Ayaw sunod-sunurin ninyo, ayaw hadlok-hadlok, ayaw hudgaan. Kaya ang kamatuoran lang ang among giapas din wa mi mag-apas nga amo mong pakaulawan. Ha? Tanda, tigam ni na. Dili ni pagpakaulaw kaninyo, kundi pagtugit sa kamatuoran aron maundang ang limbong ang tikas sa atong eleksyon. Matigil ang pandaraya sa halalan natin. Yun lang ang interest namin. So mga kababayan, mag-i-exit po muna ako kasi hindi naman ako ang i-interviewin at hindi rin ako mag-i-interview. Mamaya na lang ako babalik.
I'll see you later, Attorney.
Yes, I declare. Mamaya ako babalik after ng interview kay John Lee. So good luck, John Lee. Just tell the truth.
All right.
Thank you, Attorney
Glenn. So, John Lee, babalik ko lang yung ating mga kababayan dito sa wait a minute. Okay, I think this one. Okay. So ibabalik ko lang.
Ilagay mo na ako sa backstage.
Ilagay na muna kita sa backstage, Attorney Glenn pala. Sorry. Okay. Ayan. So, John Lee, ibabalik ko lang yung ating mga kababayan dito sa iyong challenge or protest. Dito nga, noong naganap, noong May 6. Teka ha, isi-share lang natin sa ating mga kababayan. So, add stage ko lang to ha. Okay. So, John Lee, ma-identify mo ba na itong pinapakita ko ngayon ay sulat kamay mo? Alright, teka muna. So ito muna yung Certificate of Challenge, Protest, and Decision of the Electoral Board, which is ito yung dated May 6, 2025 na naganap sa Cluster Precinct number 240, District 1 o Barangay Santo Niño, Agusan del Norte, Butuan City. Ayan. So ayan ang pangalan mo. Sulat kamay mo, tama?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. Okay. So, ngayon, mga kababayan, ayan, sulat kamay mo, yan yung isa-isahin lang natin ha. Dito kasi, naglibo-libo, I think millions of Filipinos ang naka-witness nito, John Lee, ay, iba na pala yan. Wait a minute. Sorry. Dali. Iba na yan. Okay. So, millions of Filipinos ang naka-witness nitong iyong reklamo papunta sa COMELEC na kung saan na-witness mo yung discrepancy. Aba? Ang nakasulat dito ay discrepancy during the testing and sealing noong May 6 sa Butuan City. Bago mo ipaliwanag ito, syempre, di ba, ang isang testigo, bago paniwalaan niya sa korte, kunyari nasa korte tayo, ano ba ang qualification ng isang testigo? Sino ba si John Lee para maniwala ang taong bayan na nakikinig ngayon? Ano ba ang background mo, sir?
All right, Ma'am Claire, thank you once again for inviting me to speak. And yes, my background, by the way, is I am an IT graduate. So BSIT graduated last 2014 at Informatics International College, Diliman, Quezon City. And I was also a former call center agent. So while studying in college, I also worked in a call center at the same time. So I'm a working student. And most of my background is in tech support because I'm an IT professional. And all companies that I work with since 2012 up until last year of October, around 6 different companies. They are all US companies. And so aside from that, most of the job or the work that I do is, you know, accepting credit card payment. And then if there is a discrepancy on the credit card charges, I need to address it immediately. And aside from that, I also handled federal student loan in the US. So it's a very critical job, you know, that your credibility without compromise is always there. And second company, I handled accounting software. So I am responsible for balancing their banks, like the debit and credit, and then downloading bank transactions from their bank to their account using the QuickBooks accounting software. And I've been there for over 5 years. And then I'm also collecting payments, you know, something like the customer provided or gave their credit card number, their PIN for payment. And if my credibility is questionable or you have a doubt with my credibility, I could not stay longer, like over 5 years, for that particular account if I compromised. I can get millions of dollars if I can, because I handled multi-million, you know, US companies handling their accounts, have access, you know, those very critical information or vital information like their credit card and etc. So I don't compromise because I'm there just to work, not just to serve the company, but also for my family. So after that company, I moved. I resigned because a great opportunity came in. You know, I work in one of the biggest cruise ship company in the world.
Wow.
So I will not mention that company because you know, for confidentiality. So I worked there for since 2019 up until last 2022. So I did not resign in my previous company because I had an issue with credibility or I was terminated. No. I resigned because I found a great opportunity that offers higher salary, good opportunity that I can travel the world, highly paying while working. And after that, I also worked with one of the company, IDILU, which is responsible for credit repair in the US. So Samsung company and etc. So those are the companies that I worked with in the past 2012 up until 8. So almost
Aha.
15 years.
Wow. So
Okay.
talagang credible ka talaga na testigo because of those experience na sinight mo sa amin. So kaya nga minabuti ko na makausap ka at nang i-present ka namin dito sa taong bayan dahil hindi dapat ibaliwala itong iyong na witness na discrepancy nga nung May 16. So may additional ka pa. At kung pwede daw sabi ng ating mga kababayan para mas maintindihan kanila sa Tagalog or Bisaya Tagalog. Sabi nila, okay. Go ahead, Palangga. John Lee.
Okay. Sorry for that. I am trying to speak Bisaya, no? Kasi mo na akong language, pero
Language. Hindi ka masyado magaling mag-Tagalog. Mag-English na lang ta. Dahil magagaling naman ng Pilipino. Okay.
But I will try. Even my English is not really as good as that. Okay? Pero mas madali sa akin na mag-English rather than mag-Bisaya Tagalog. But I will try. Okay?
Okay, go ahead, John Lee.
So 2012 up until 2024, so that's around 12 to 13 years. Sorry for the calculation earlier.
Okay.
So yes, so I am trained in those particular period, 2012 up until 2024. I am trained to document real time whatever issue arises during the call, and different types of people that I've talked to in almost all state in the US. And dili mo matingala nga kung naay problema, ma-document nako dayon diha. So I'm trained to do that
because of your background and
yes.
Yung field of study.
Yes,
so
that is correct.
Yeah, so anyway, thank you sa pag-share mo dyan sa yung mga experience sa buhay. Pero fast forward na ako siguro. Ikaw ba ay miyembro ng isang political party or are you politically inclined, affiliated to whatever political parties?
Okay. Well, that is a good, tough question.
Mm-hmm.
So I am not member of any political party.
Okay.
So in fact, when I joined, the final testing and sealing, it is me personally approached the former barangay captain and if I can be part of the final testing and selling, because I just adhere the call of a lot of Butuanon nga ay eleksyon na po na po'y mga daya. So yun ang nag-aghat sa ako, prompting me to be part of this, final testing and selling.
So nag-volunteer ka, nag-volunteer ka talaga to be part of that testing and sealing. Siguro dahil na rin sa iyong kaalaman, sa iyong experience, field of study nga, kaya gusto mo rin makita siguro as an expert, I may say na eksperto ka, kung ano ba talaga ang itong bagong machine na ito. Since bago yung machine 'di ba? Miro is a new company sa atin sa Pilipinas. So ngayon, so gusto ko ibalik mo kami doon sa May 6 na kung saan nag-participate ka, okay? Nag-participate ka nga dito sa testing, okay? So ano ba ang pwede mo ba kaming dalhin doon sa araw na 'yon? Ano ang nangyari?
Sure. So once again, before I answer directly to your question, it is my own action, okay? Just for the record, to test the credibility of the machines and the entire electoral system practices. Yes, each one of us meron tayong sinusuportahan na politiko.
Yes.
So I supporting Bagong Butuan team,
Okay.
because not because I am being paid or whatsoever, but I want change.
Sure.
Period. Okay? As a citizen, it is my right, my duty, and obligation to choose a political party.
Sure.
To vote for. Okay.
Mhm, mhm.
So yeah, let me answer your question. So way
Yeah.
back May 6, 2025, at exactly 10:21 a.m. So that's where I discovered the discrepancy of the machine. But before we proceed, so let me explain to you uh, what happened during the final testing and selling. Okay?
Okay.
Is it okay with you, Ate Claire, na to answer um, yung talagang step by step? Is it
Oo.
okay?
Yes, para
Okay.
maintindihan ng ating mga kababayan, ano nangyari nung araw na yan, paano mo na-discover ang discrepancy na yan. So, ikwento mo sa amin. Yeah.
Sige. Okay. So at exactly 10:21 a.m. So when, by the way, there were 10 ballots. So yung 10 ballots na yun, naka-allocate yun for testing. Okay? Since if I am not mistaken, walo lang
10
kami
ballots. Okay.
na mga watchers. Um, the teachers considered me as watchers kasi nandoon ako, pero wala ako sa listahan talaga as watchers. Pero what I'm trying to explain is watchers yung nandoon, present ka,
Mhm.
nanood ka doon sa final testing and selling. So that's watchers definition para sa akin. Pero I am not watchers from other side like the admin or from Bagong Butuan. No, no, no. I was there representing myself um, to see the actual final testing and selling. So wala akong kinakampihan talaga na party.
Mhm,
Oo.
mhm.
So yun ang story dyan. And now, so out of 10 ballots, since if I am not mistaken, parang walo lang kami yung mga nandoon.
Wait,
So,
wait muna, cut muna kita. Walo lang kayo
mhm,
na mga watchers or yung
magtitest ng,
magti-test ng pagboto. Then
yes.
ilan yung mga tao dun sa loob ng precinct na yon?
Pagkakatanda ko, walo lang talaga. Hindi
Walo
kasama
lang.
yung teachers.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Oo.
Yeah. Okay.
I am not 100% sure pero yun ang natandaan ko. So
Okay.
now,
Okay.
since I was the last person na kumuha ng balota and then dalawa yung natira, so kung 10 siya, 8 kami. So normally, kung 8 kami, and then kumuha yung 7, so 7 may 3 pa. So nabanggit sa akin ng isang teacher na may isang teacher na kumuha ng balot para mag-testing. Parang yun ang narinig ko ha sa yung pinaka-head ng BEI.
Okay.
Oo. So, basta ako ang huli na kumuha ng balot, dalawa yung natira, dalawa yung kinuha ko. So,
Okay.
yan. Now, so, ako yung huli na nag-fill out and then ako din yung huli na nag-cast doon sa ballot.
Okay.
So now, the ninth ballot, so I shaded.
Mhm.
Is it okay, Ate Claire, to mention the politician name?
Yeah,
Kung sino yung sinishaden ko?
I think we mentioned it already, no, doon sa
Okay.
nakaraan. Go ahead.
Okay. So now I shaded ballot number 9. I shaded Ching Plaza for mayor
Mhm.
and the 9 councilors sa team nila Bagong Butuan.
Mhm.
Okay. So when I inserted a ballot on the machine, so nag-display ka agad siya sa screen. So tinatawag ko yun na quick screen display kasi mabilisan lang yun siya. So
Mhm.
now, when I check there, tama naman. Ching Plaza yung mayor and then yung 9 councilors. So wala tayong problema doon. Paglabas ng resibo, accurate din siya. So I
Mhm.
have no question about it sa ballot number 9. Doon sa ballot number 10, so I intentionally shaded 2 mayors. Ang purpose naman doon is for me to check how the machine respond kung i-over vote mo siya. Kumbaga instead na isa lang yung politicians na iboto mo, kung dalawa, anong maging reaction ng machine? Anong maging
Mhm.
ilalabas niya? So I intentionally, purposely shaded Lau Fortun and Cheng Plaza for mayor with the approval of the head of the BEI, the Board of
Mhm.
Inspector, and also with the participation of the the other people who are watching there, the watchers. So now, when I cast my ballot to the machine, and what I looked at right away is the quick screen, yung sa screen, kasi
Screen,
mabilisan lang yun.
Mhm.
So, to my surprise, let me repeat again. So, the 10th ballot, pangalawang ballot na to, number 10. So, I shaded Lau Fortun for mayor and Ching Plaza for mayor.
Overvotes.
Yes. And
Overvotes po.
then, sa councilor, the same. 9 councilors of Bagong Butuan. So, yung explanation ko, hindi ko na sinali yung national kasi ang focus ko talaga nasa local lang. Okay? Oo. So now, when I casted my ballot on the machine, so tinignan ko agad yung quick screen, yung display. To my surprise, ang nakita ko doon is Lau Fortun, yung mayor. And then, hindi ko muna tinignan yung councilor.
Okay.
Nag-focus muna ako doon muna sa mayor. So, Lau Fortun. So, binangga ko kaagad sa resibo. Ang nasa resibo is overvote. Yung nasa screen is Lau Fortun. So, ang nangyari, I challenged the teacher, Ma'am, there's a discrepancy. What do you think? So, si ma'am, hindi na siya nagreklamo kasi kami dalawa magkatabi kami, nasa machine. So, nanood kami. So, after that, I checked right away the counselors as well. Oo. So, ngayon, pagtingin ko sa counselors, to my surprise, hindi 9 counselor of Bagong Butuan. It is the 12 counselors of the other team. So, I asked the teacher, Ma'am, it didn't match. So, what is your action plan? Sabi ko sa kanya. Sabi niya, John, baka nagkamali ka lang ng shading doon sa balot mo. So, I told her, Ma'am, that is impossible. It is easy to shade.
Yeah.
And, okay, so yun ang sagot ko sa kanya. So, hindi talaga niya ma-defend. I challenged her. Inunahan ko na siya, Ma'am. If that is your findings na nagkamali ako ng shade, I would highly suggest, okay, to pull out the manual ballot that I was shaded. And let's go ahead and compare the ballot that I was shaded to the receipt and also to the electoral returns that is stored or recorded on the machine. So, inopen namin yung bin, tinignan namin yung ballot, and na-confirm namin na yes, dalawa yung sinyedan ko. And then, nag-comment siya nga dyan, na-over yung shade mo kay Plaza. Lumabas may lumabas ka na shade sa circle. Sabi ko sa kanya, okay ma'am, sige, I will agree with your findings na Fortune yung lumabas doon, Lau Fortune sa screen. Then, sa resibo, wala kaming question kasi overvote, di ba? Kasi dalawa nga. Pero, why the councilors? The councilors are not the 9 councilors of Bagong Butuan. Why it is different? And we go back to the mayor. If the receipt confirmed overvote, why the electoral returns displayed on the screen showing Lau Fortun? So still there is a discrepancy, right? It's very simple as that. And then now the teacher trying to defend herself na oo nga So yun lang ang ano niya, wala na siyang maraming sinasabi. So ang nangyari,
Go ahead.
so ang nangyari, I challenged her talaga. So ang nangyari noon, inupin niya yung ballot 1 to 10. In-access namin ulit. Pero I suggested her na, ma'am, may discrepancy talaga. So siya na mismo, binalikan niya yung 1 to 10 na balot na nakasave sa system. Hindi mawawala yun Kasi one of the features of the system is not only to print receipt, to display real-time what you have shaded on the ballot, it will also store and save the data on the system. So binalikan namin yun, balot 1 to 10. Makikita mo yan doon sa system kasi may nakalagay doon. Kung i-open mo is 1 to 10, so makikita mo doon balot 1 to 10. And then ang intentionally na tiningnan lang ni ma'am